We welcome you guys to another episode of Royals Review. I'm your host, Ty Walker, and without further ado, because this one's going to be a lengthy episode, let's go ahead and get right into this. We left off at Game 3 versus the Los Angeles Angels, and I told you guys I would be at this game. You know, I'm just going to talk about this. Normally, you kind of see a different attitude whenever we lose. But I don't want to talk about the negatives here, because, I was at that game. You know, I started the day, got my Nicky and Vinny bobblehead. And if you guys wanted to see that, here it is, one of my favorite bobbleheads I have. That's how I started the day. I went up to Craft and Draft, which is an area, one of the corners at Kauffman Stadium, where I met my favorite radio guy, Josh Vernier. I talk about him a lot from 6 Cent Sports. Josh gave me some freebies. He gave me this nice looking MJ Melendez bobblehead. He gave me, where is it? Well, he gave me this Royals pennant that's behind me. This thing is huge right behind me. Okay, it's gonna be hard to pull this up with my mic, but this is the jersey. It's a basketball jersey. You know, I normally kind of mad whenever other teams homer, but I saw Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani hit back-to-back off Zach Greinke. Kind of cool to see two future Hall of Famers hitting home runs off of another future Hall of Famer. Royals had their full powder blue uniforms on. That was pretty cool to see. It was kind of sad. The Royals did blow 2 leads in this game. They had a 1-0 lead early on, and then the Angels tied it up. Royals took another lead at 2-1, but the Royals do ultimately fall 6-2 in Kansas City. Royals then start a road trip starting in Detroit with Jordan Lyles on the mound. And you know my joke, disaster incoming when Jordan Lyles is on the mound. Good news, in the minor leagues, Ryan Yarbrough makes a rehab start down in Rookie League Arizona after getting hit by that line drive not that long ago. 4 innings, looking good for Jordan Lyles after 4 innings, but holy shit, Bobby Witt Jr., 442-foot blast, homer. Damn, that's his 12th of the year. Royals took a 1-0 lead. Royals then in the 4th inning as well. A second bomb, a 2-run bomb from Michael Garcia, his 2nd of the year. That one went 411 feet, scoring MJ Melendez, 3-0 the score. 5th inning, Nick Prado scores on a Bobby Witt Jr. single and an E5. No RBI on this one. Witt steals second. His 22nd of the year. Obviously, it's 4-0 at this point. The frying pan hands. You know, Edward Olivares sucks at defense, and his frying pan cans came back to bite. It's 4-1 now after that. Lyles exits in the 2nd after he allows a single and a double. Taylor Clark enters the game, and Taylor Clark and allows both inherited runs to score. It's now 4-3. Kerry Carpenter, 3-run homer, 6th of the year. It's now 6-4 Detroit. Lyles gets a quality start as the Royals only had 1 out of 27 games started. Beatty and Samad Taylor both collide in the 8th inning. Beatty goes out of the game, ultimately leaves with a concussion. Javi Baez gets an RBI single in the 8th, and then another RBI, fielder's choice for the Detroit Tigers. This team stinks. Another RBI single. It's Haas. That's off of Jackson Kowar. I wrote in my notes, DFA Kowar. Another RBI single. It's 9-3. This defense is horrible. The Royals allow 5 2-out runs. This team's not fun to watch. Taylor is hit by the pitch. He gets stayed in the game. I say fuck the umpires because the umpires sucked in this game. He got blatantly hit by the pitch, but guess what? They called it back because even though it hit him first, it hit the knob of the bat, even though it should have been a hit by a pitch. He gets striked out. He strikes out. Royals lose this game. It's their 26th blown lead loss. They lose 6-4, 0-15 now when Jordan Lyles starts. Game 2 versus the Tigers. 1st inning, Salvi did the unthinkable. He made an infield single. The unthinkable. Mario Wilson, third base coach, strikes again. One of the worst third base coaches ever. Zach Short, a throwing error. Garcia reaches first. They decide to send Nick Prado, and guess what? He gets thrown out at home. Bad idea. I don't know what they're doing. Lynch goes 7 innings of 1-run ball after Matt Beatty also in the 6th inning RBI double. This ended up actually being the only run in the game. The Royals end up taking a 1-0 lead. Second straight quality start for a Royals starter. And Barlow gets the save. It's his 8th save of the year, and the Royals do win 1-0. We've reached 20 wins this season. We must celebrate. Game 3 in Detroit, Brady Singer on the mound. Hopefully, this is a good game. This is the 5th rubber game of the season. I mean, the 6th rubber game of the season. The Royals are 1-5 in rubber matches. We'll see if this changes. A 2 RBI double for Freddie Fermin makes it 2-0, and then a 2-run double from Eric Haas makes it a 2-2 tie. Tigers take the lead, and they never come back, and the Royals never come back. The Royals lose this game 9-4. Now we get to some fun stuff. The Royals take on the best team in baseball in a 4-game series. Now here, you're only going to listen to 3 games because you're going to have to wait for the Sunday game, which is in the next episode. Game 1. I thought at first, I thought we were losing. Shane McClanahan was on the mound. He enters today into this game with a 2.12 ERA. I guess this time, instead of Edward Olivares, it's MJ Melendez bringing the frying pan hands. 2 errors on MJ. It's 2-0 Tampa, but that's not going to last long. An epic triple for Dairon Blanco. Michael Garcia brings him in on an RBI single. Then Bobby Witt Jr. comes up. He walks. Then Salvador Perez strikes out looking. An RBI single for MJ Melendez. That makes it 2-2. It was an Oppo single as well. Olivares flies out on the Duff man flies out. Austin Cox, shout out to him, an MLB record. He's now had no hits, allowed in now 9 2/3 innings combined. That's 34 batters in a row without allowing a hit. That's a new MLB record. Shane McClanahan actually exited the game after 3 2/3 inning. It's not that the Royals were really getting crazy hits off of it. It's just because of injury, back tightness. Hopefully he's okay. 4th inning, Samad Taylor, first MLB stolen base, stole 3rd base. Austin Cox, now in his career, goes 12 2/3 scoreless, and he gives up his he gives up his first 2 hits of the game as well. Jose Cuas, an inning and a third to start the game off. He gave up the 2 runs. Cox went 3 2/3, 0 runs on 2 hits. And then the Hurricane Drew Waters, a first pitch home run, his 2nd of the year, way over 400 feet, 3-2. Taylor Clark enters in the 7th. Francisco Mejia ties it on a solo homer, 3-3. A Rosarena 2-run single. It's now 5-3, another blown lead. Clark goes only 2/3 of an inning, allows 3 runs. Whitgren enters to get the final out. Here's the 8th inning. Salvador Perez, single. Melendez, single. Then a ground out from Olivares. Prado, a strikeout. Then a Taylor walk to load the bases. A 2 RBI single from Drew Waters. He steals a base. And then Blanco a fry out. Chapman enters in the 8th inning. He gets a 1-2-3 8th. Gets 3 strikeouts. And then guess what? The game winner is an MJ Melendez infield single. Scores Michael Garcia. Barlow comes in the 9th. The Royals win this one in a exciting ball game. The Royals were actually plus 325 underdog. So 3-1. Game 2 versus Tampa. Zach Greinke on the mound. The Royals get blown out here. I don't really want to talk about it. This game was a blowout. I don't know why I wrote down so much about this game, because this game was bad. Coach Q got asked in a press conference about Jose Cuas entering in relief in the 5th inning. And he said he gave us the best chance to get an out in the inning. If you have watched the single outs of Royals baseball, you know that his history with runners on base is not that good, and you shouldn't be bringing him out there. I would have much rather seen Nick Whitgren go out there. And also, Zach Greinke was asked about being 1-8 now. He says, I don't win a lot. It's on the team. Which was kind of funny. The Tampa Bay Rays scored 8 unanswered runs, and the Royals lost 11-3. Game 3 in Tampa. At first, I thought this was my thought. Oh, shit, here we go again. Jordan Lyles is on the mound. Oh, man, was I wrong. Whew. They were down 4-0 early, but you know what? The raging Drew Waters, Hurricane Drew, came back again, his 3rd homer of the year, and then a ground out. RBI ground out for Nick Prado made it 4-2. A sac fly from Bobby Witt Jr. made it 4-3. Freddie Fermin, a 3-run bomb made it 6-4. A double for Bobby Witt Jr. It's now 7-4. We go to the 6th inning. Nick Prado makes an RBI ground out. It's 8-4. Lyles comes out of the 6th but gets a quality start. Olivares takes off a solo bomb. It's the 6th of the year. It's now 9-4. Freddie Fermin, shout out to him. 3 for 3 with a walk as well. Bottom of the 8th, Nick Wickren, my favorite pitcher, gets 2 called strike 3s. Jordan Lyles gets his first win as a Royal. He's now 9-11 though, and the Royals do win this game 9-4. And you know what? You know what I forgot to hold up though? We got 3 of these this week, guys. There were 3 of these. There's not many times we get to see 3 of those in a week. So whenever you see that, you better be excited. Coming up next week, we'll see the final game of this Tampa series. Let's see if the Royals can take a win, or is it going to be a tie in the series. You'll also see the whole Guardian series. Yeah, the Royals will be back at home playing the Cleveland Guardians, and then we'll see the first 2 of 3 games versus the LA Dodgers as well as we'll also have a day off in that as well on a Monday. But I'm Ty.